Namaskar, friends. Today we are going to look at how to track your present health status and in which direction you are going. See, I take three major, segments of the health problems. One is to do with your stomach, digestion, all that. That's, let's say you have a constipation problem. You are unable to exit all the waste from your body. What is constipation, friends? You are unable to pass these stools satisfactorily and comfortably in a short period of time. And the number of times how you are going to the stools is also important. See, people are going only one time in a day, but in my opinion, going one time, you will not be able to clear the complete bowel. So two times going is considered not having constipation. If anybody is only going to the toilet only one time, consider you are having some issue. So let's plan for two bowel movements every day. See what happens, friends, when you go for two bowel movements in the morning. See this ascending colon, this transverse colon, all will be empty. Only some portion of excretion will be available here. And whereas if you are not able to go regularly to the toilet, look at how this large intestine has got deformed. So this is how so much of excretion is filled in the large intestine. And then what happens, your through large intestine, it gets absorbed. All the toxins will be absorbed by the body. So two times bowel movement is a must. If somebody is not going, it is considered partly constipation. Now the second question is the insulin resistance, friends. Why insulin resistance happens? What needs to be done? Let's understand it here. See, the basic thing for insulin resistance is frequent eating. As I explained to you many occasions, except water, anything else if you eat, that is called one eating. Suppose somebody is taking 2, 3 coffee, tea, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So it's about 7 times eating. So that can lead to insulin resistance over the years. It doesn't happen in 1 year, in few months. It may take 5 years, 10 years, depending on the type of food they eat. One is the frequent eating is the main cause. Second cause is eating high carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, and then your junk food, packaged food, and all this. The combination, the deadly combination. Of course, again, you have those cool drinks and all that. That's a deadly combination. Over the years, if they do that, that's a total abuse. What happens whenever you eat food, whenever you eat high carbohydrate foods, what happens? Your body absorbs the whatever digestion happens and digestion in assimilation, and then it converts into sugars. So there is a huge hype in the sugars. So your pancreas will release the insulin and make sure that the sugar levels are maintained in the body. It happens for years, friends, years. Only after a certain time, the increased insulin levels for a long period of time, what happens? It will develop insulin resistance. It's a simple example, friend. If anything is given too much, you will resist for that. As I gave an example earlier, if somebody is working in a flower market, over the years, they will not have the smell. That's how they develop insulin resistance. Resistance for anything which you are too familiar, too many times you are taking. And then what happens that high insulin resistance lead to obesity and diabetes. We'll look at it. High blood pressure, people, all of you know, friends, what is high blood pressure? What is ideal blood pressure? See, this is from 90 to 60. 90 is systolic, 60 diastolic. It up to 120 by 80. That's the right blood pressure. Check where is you stand your blood pressure. Now, somebody is having insulin resistance. Means look at, friends, what all it can cause. It can cause heart disease, it can cause dementia, stroke, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, fatty liver, diabetes, PCOD, all those things, friends. So what is the best to do? The health span, to improve the health span means, have a better health span means, you have low insulin level, low sugar levels. High insulin level, high sugar levels will lead to your chronic problem and sick span, friends. Now, I'll give you an example. One of the follower from our group, wellness group number 2, he was in touch with me, and then I asked him, he got the blood test done. This is April test, friends. And this is December test he had. And there are about 14 parameters we track. Out of 14 parameters, 9 are blood tests. Balance or not. You can just look at it. Number of medications he was using in December 8 machine, 9 now. So weight is not, he has not increased weight, but waist size has increased. Blood pressure, he didn't have the earlier thing. Blood sugar, we have seen. PP sugar, not very important. Look at this insulin trends. Look at how much insulin is producing. Fasting insulin. When he has not eaten itself, he has such a high insulin level. PP insulin is very high. HbA1c is earlier it was 8, it is 7.1. He is taking almost 9 medication, friends. And other parameters seems to be all right. But the most thing is this insulin resistance is 11.4. It should be 1.5, friend, below 1.5. This is almost about 8 times higher, right, friends? So what happens if all these parameters are wrong? Out of say 14, he is out by 12. That means on 12 parameters, he is off the mark. So that is absolutely, but I would put it to him that he is in a wrong direction and at a higher speed towards his six span. He must correct the situation. How to correct the situation? You will see that, friends. Now, understand, friend, every human being is unique. They're different in age, sex, genes, metabolic health, liver health, gut health, acidity level, degree of insulin resistance, food habits, outlook, environment, social and economic conditions. So we are all not same. Though we may look alike and all that, but there are so many variable parameters. So what one works for the one thing works for the one person will not work for the other person because of these variations, right? Now, out of this, what happens, friends? Whenever you are changing your lifestyle not an issue, especially food. Whenever you are changing the diet plan. So what we are doing, changes in type of food. What is the type of food you're taking? You change the type of food based on whatever recommendation. Frequency of eating. Somebody says you eat only 2 times. Somebody says you eat 5 to 6 times. Somebody says that you have only plant-based diet. Another fellow says you just be high protein, high fat and all that, right? And timing of eating. Somebody says you should eat only restricted eating, 8 hours eating window, 16 hours fasting. Somebody says, no, you must have every 2 hours eating. And quantity of food, lot of restrictions are there. Oh, you are to have only 1,800 calories, 2,000 calories, or 1,500 calorie restriction. Also. So all these variations will make a huge impact on good or bad. I can't say whether it is good or bad. It have a huge impact. Hence, certain foods give good results to a few people and not so good results to others. So most of the diets help in losing weight. Please understand, friends. Whatever the best diets you come across, I'll just share with you. They'll primarily help you losing weight. So what we need to do, people who are having underweight, aged people, people with chronic lifestyle diseases under medication, should consult their doctor before adopting any changes in any diet plan. Anything you take, please speak to the doctor. Whenever one changes food habits, suppose you change the food habit. So listen to your body, make appropriate timely changes. So I just recently I come across a person who followed a wonderful diet, plant-based diet, and she confirms that she lost 10 kg weight. She said she is feeling better. And later on, I came to know, she mentioned in the same comment that she is looking sick. Everybody is telling she is looking sick. Then she mentioned she was 49 kg weight, and now she became 39 kg weight. So it's something not a right diet for her. So need to understand what are the issues, how to go about it. Now let's look at what are the diets available, friends. I have listed 8 diets. Of course, 9th was my approach. Let's look at Dr. Manchana's diet. So it is a wonderful diet. VRK diet. He's another guy, Veera Manchana. Jagannath Dikshit. This is called Dikshit diet. And LMK, Lalit Kapoor diet. Wholesome health. This is one Colonel in Delhi. He's doing a wonderful job. Common man diet. He's a science teacher. He's doing a fantastic job. New diet system. New diet system is another thing done by Pune, Nagpur, Nasik, I think. And they have a fantastic Dirjar Upas up to 12 noon and all that. Intermittent fasting, most of you know, 16 by 8. 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. OMAD means 1 meal a day. And there are a lot of experts who are suggesting to that. And then, of course, I am suggesting something called wellness secrets. Now, let's say the person whom we talk, this person, look at, he has 8 medicines he's taking. Now he is 9 medicine. All his parameters are bad. He has got high sugar levels. Then what he should do? Which diet he should adopt? Here is a $1 million question. So here definitely he requires some guidance, right, friends? Now, one more point I want to add, despite having, I mean, all these out of these 14 parameters, 12 parameters off the track. That means the situation is not at all a happy situation. And on top of it, what is he doing is like daily habits. His direction is wrong at the same time. Now, is he taking 3 to 4 liters water? Is he able to go 2 bowel movement daily? Is he doing minimum 45 minutes walk? He's sleeping night, minimum 7 hours, mind management, avoiding stimulant and processed food. A lot of people with so much health problems, so much of medication, so much of HbA1c high diabetic also, they're unable to restrict the sweets. And then they're cooking their own goose. They're getting into a bigger problem over a period of time. See, nothing happens, friends. Only the last stages of our life, we will experience the hell on the earth itself. So pay attention, restrict your, understand the lifestyle approaches, and then you can make changes, friends. Now, for him, which is the diet, the best diet? I was suggesting to the gentleman, you must go to this wholesome health, Colonel Gautam Guha, and he's an expert in providing, very, very minimal carbohydrates, minimal fruits and all that. And an excellent, this is 16 hours, 16 hours fasting, 8 hours of eating window. And he also suggests certain supplements and all that. And I have seen lots of people have benefited by this. So what I'm trying to now look at it, right? This is what I used to be in January 2014. I was taking 11 medication. My weight was high, waist size is high. I was having BP. I had HbA1c 7.8. This with the medication, friends, right? And then lipid profile, okay, not bad. High sensitive C-reactive protein is nothing but your inflammation level. D vitamin was low, B vitamin was low, insulin resistance was high. So in 4 months, when I followed this lifestyle which I was propagating to you all friends, look at the changes I have got in 4 months. I have my medicines have got out of my medication, my weight has reduced, my waist size has come back to fantastic. You look at I got a flat stomach and my HbA1c, yes, I am not out of diabetes. Friend, look, it is not possible for me to get out of diabetic because I was diabetic for 12 years. I was taking medication for 12 years. See, diabetic 12 years does not mean I had diabetic 12 years ago. Prior to that, almost 8 to 10 years, I had the problem. Unfortunately, I could not be diagnosed properly. I had no knowledge and my doctors have not diagnosed in advance. All right, then now look at other parameters. D vitamin I have substantially improved from 23, I came to 72. Of course, 72 has not happened in 4 months. Of course, the 72 reading is of my latest reading. B12 also have improved. Homoinsulin is the best, friends. So what I'm trying to tell you, youngsters, in fact, I got one more person, a 33-year-old person blood report. I would like to make a comparison at later stage. And he's about 104 kg weight. And he doesn't have any medication as of now. He feels he's hale and healthy. But his parameters, most of the parameters are bad. I'll just make a small video without the name, those parameters. So what I would suggest is that you must track your parameters, take corrective action, friends. And I'm sure this will benefit you. And I have given the talk on last Saturday, health span, how to enhance health span, and many people have not joined. I put that video, friends. Please watch the video. And I have just closed the group for any open discussion because a lot of messages are coming. Anybody wants to message me, they can send it to me personally. I would love to ask them. And friends, knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health. Thank you very much.